Dr. Danger Mousette here, and I did a video of this Spyra 3 about 2 weeks ago, reviewing it. Now since then, it has developed a fault. The fault seems to be a major leak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test that. So I'm going to turn it on, press the silver button here. Should get a display reading. We've got a display reading, so the electronics are okay. I'm going to fill it up, insert into water. That's now showing 100%. Who said it's leaking? That's not. Yeah, that's quite a significant leak there. That's all over the kitchen floor. So I'm going to see what it's like shooting now. I mean, that is obviously going to affect shooting. So it's either the amount of shots you get or the compression within the system, which will affect the range. So I've got my back door here. I'm going to select open shot, which is just nice and simple. No, it's all right. Brief deductions. The electronics are okay. The shooting mechanism's okay. So something in there is causing that leak. And I'm going to find out what. Like Sherlock Holmes, except a girl. And I'm also going to see if I can fix it. So the first step, as all engineers know, you've got to pull everything apart. Well, you probably don't have to, but it's fun, isn't it? So this Spyra has all these screw holes located all down one side. I got a screwdriver like this because the screws are actually quite deep, as you can see. But with the tightness of the screws, I'm really struggling to undo them with this tiny little screwdriver head. So I might go over to my chum's house because I think he may have some tools which may do this. And so we have a brief tour through toaster. Very British. Shopping trolley. Indian restaurant, which is rather nice. And here you have British Aerospace. Toaster has one. So here we are in toaster, Chum's house here. He's doing the donkey work while I command operations. Oh no, he's got a weapon. No, he's doing quite a good job. So what we need to do is take the screws out of here. We're looking at about 4mm diameter here. If you can get a screwdriver with a depth of 75mm, that will do the job. All the screws are now undone, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a look inside. So let's have a look what we have here. Another giveaway here is this clip. It's not straight. So it looks like the whole system here has been put under some form of stress. It looks like lateral stress. So what we're going to do, pull it apart. Yeah, let's pull it apart. That is definitely not right. Well, no one would attach it like a jubilee clip like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fill it up so that we can see where the leak is coming from.
That's the...
Let's have a look. So we can see it's leaking categorically from this joint here.
Yeah, that's where it's leaking. So there's a bladder.
And there's a very, yeah, there's that bladder there, but there's a very shoddy jubilee clip type thing there, isn't there? Can we just fill that again? That's dead, isn't it? Oh, it's blown off. I am covered in water. That was quite an explosion. You might have noticed there's a bit of an explosion then. This bit here, this central bit, blew off and exploded in our faces. So that was quite dramatic. Only in a watery kind of way, not in a anyone died kind of a way. Do you want me to do that? So it's my water gun exploding in your kitchen. It's all over my face. So, after everything blew apart, we established this wasn't on properly. So it wasn't securing this bladder onto this pipe here. So we've reseated the bladder onto the pipe, and then we're going to put the clip over and try and reattach it to the bladder here. It appears to be a chronic case of really bad assembly. Just nothing was assembled square or straight or tight, which led to this failure here. So my glamorous assistant is now using a pair of bullnose pliers to try and loosen the clip so that we can retighten it over the bladder. Cable tie.
A tie wrap, yeah, cable tie, because it's got the flange there.
Okay, so there was a problem with getting this clip back on to the bladder, and neither of us recognised what type of clip it was. It's not actually a jubilee clip. So what we've done is we put a cable tie and secured it onto the pipe with that instead there. So we should see if that will work. So let's get this reassembled.
No, it's this bit here which is bothering me now.
After replacing the cable tie, we've just spent quite a lot of time seating this into position like that. And then also, if you can see here, I'll just do this, locating it with this screw here to make sure that it's all secure in its position. Next up, we're putting this, which is the plastic tube, back in place. I want to test it without the cover on so that we can see it's working before we put all the screws in. So, because Carl's very house proud, he wants to do it outside, and I don't blame him because last time it blew up. So outside, great British summer, absolutely wetting it down with rain. This is Carl's posh garden, well compared to mine. And here we have the experiment. He's refusing to do it because he doesn't want to get hurt. So I've got to. While we're here, I thought I'd just show you a picture of the firing mechanism. There, so you see what it looks like. So, before the final assembly, we're going to do one quick test. Thank you. Okay, so it's already on.
Let's see, mate. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I can't!
Stop it. Stop it.
Whew! Okay, that didn't work.
It's a tart for. Yep.
It would have worked if the lid had been on. Okay, that's 2 explosions. Oh, that went right in my eye. So the testing phase was a little bit disastrous, to be honest. The fact that it blew up gave that away. The bladder, which was attached to this and filling with water, was not held in place by the side being attached. So it flew off into the garden and has never been found. But what we do know from this experiment is that what we did was correct. The link between the bladder and this tube here was weak and was causing the initial leakage. And by fixing that, it did restore functionality to the gun. So what I need to do now is find a new bladder part to attach to this. I'm sure there'll be loads on the internet because leaking is a massive problem with these things. Fit it to the gun and then complete the task. But obviously I can't do that till I have a new part. But hopefully you should have enough to go on here. What I would say, do not do a final test on this gun without it being fully assembled with both sides on, because that's what let me down just then. Me and Spyra back home safely. I say back home safely. Actually, the gun was blown up twice. It's missing components and it's in bits. But apart from that, I think today went quite well. And I hope you found lots of lessons that you can learn from this video. If you did, please press like and subscribe, or you can buy me a coffee using the super thanks button below, which is fab. Only a little one. A latte would be fantastic. Much appreciated. Especially as I'm lucky to have a face to be able to drink it.
Where's the bladder gone?
I don't know, it flew miles away.
Do you know how far it got? How far it was filling up?
Honestly, I couldn't. So one day, like maybe a couple of years down the line, you'll find my bladder in your kitchen. You go, what is that?